Did you know that most children and adolescents view around 40,000 ads per year on TV alone and are exposed to close to 3,000 ads per day?
Say what?
Advertising is everywhere. Literally. Today you cannot listen to the radio, drive down the street, go online, open up a magazine, or turn on the TV without seeing an ad. Ads cover billboards, cereal boxes, t-shirts, and bombard our social media feed. Advertisers are very strategic in targeting teenagers and kids. Why? Because you represent an important demographic to marketers. In addition to exercising your own purchasing power, you have an important influence on your parents' buying decisions.
Can I please get it? I don't want any more toys ever.
And are the adult consumers of the future. If you are a teen, you have been identified as an especially easy target because of your disposable income and impulsive buying habits.
Rings and keepsakes, this decorative plate, I'ma use that. This $100, I need that. This snow globe, I'ma use that. This ink pen, do you see that?
Not only do ads target kids, but they do so in intentionally tricky ways. In fact, many TV commercials use the same kind of animation techniques as the program they are embedded in, so that you will have a difficult time differentiating between the program and the ad. Since the internet is a daily and routine part of most kids' and teenagers' lives, the internet is becoming an increasingly desirable medium for marketers to reach you. And advertisers are getting more and more sneaky in the ways that they advertise, including disguising ads as games and paying your favorite celebrities big bucks to endorse their products. Marketers strategically use personalized advertising based on your browsing history to appeal to your specific interests and tastes. Their goal is almost always to entice you to make a direct purchase. So think carefully before you give in. And be cautious before you like a favorite TV show online or sign up to receive text updates, because your information will likely be sold to the sponsors of the show who will target you to buy their product.
Sponsored by Baylor. Not really. This video not officially sponsored by Baylor University. Baylor University and this video are not responsible for you falling for misleading advertisements and buying things that you don't need.
A major concern with advertising directed at kids and teenagers is the content of what is being advertised. Overall, half of the ads we view are for unhealthy foods, including sugary cereals and snacks high in calories and fat. Can you recall the last time you saw an ad for something that was good for you, like broccoli or asparagus? I didn't think so. Also, violent video games are often intentionally marketed to children and adolescents. M-rated video games, which are not recommended for children under 17, are commonly advertised in movie theaters, video game magazines, and publications geared to youth. No wonder we have an alarming amount of kids addicted to video games and violence. In teen magazines, youth see 45% more beer ads and 27% more ads for hard liquor than adults do in their magazines, which seems crazy given the fact that it is illegal to drink alcohol under the age of 21. While few people admit that advertising actually affects them personally, the sheer pervasiveness of which we are bombarded with ads on a daily basis deserves our attention. Advertising matters because it informs many aspects of our lives. It is a huge part of our culture, and its power and influence cannot be fully realized. Ads certainly do more than entertain us and get us to buy products. They inform our culture by suggesting standards of normalcy, of coolness, of sexiness, of happiness. These standards shape the way we see ourselves and our place in the world. Ads often objectify women and set standards of beauty that are unrealistic and unattainable. Did you realize that advertising photos are almost always photoshopped to enhance appearance? So the model's flawless skin and perfectly tanned and toned body is not really hers. No wonder insecurity plagues most girls and women in America. Men are stereotyped in ads as well, from the classic Marlboro Man to current men featured in beer and deodorant ads. For as long as ads have been around, males have had a necessity to prove their masculinity by living up to the independent, strong, and aggressive male image. Does this have an effect on the way that girls and boys, that you see yourself and your gender at a young age? Undoubtedly. Ads promote an aspirational lifestyle where they give the promise of whiter teeth, shinier hair, and enviable love life. Effective ads don't simply sell products. They sell feelings by appealing to our desires and needs. Advertisers encourage us to have relationships with products to fill a void by satisfying ourselves with stuff, all the while serving the profit-driven interests of the corporations that create them. At a young age, marketers instill brand recognition in children in hopes of them establishing a lifetime relationship to a specific brand. They are after your loyalty. And your wallets. Designer purses and brands use the snub effect to hijack their prices and convince you to spend excessive amount of money, all in the name of fitting in. Even schools, which were once a safe haven protecting children and teens from ads, have become places that rely on advertising for additional money. You are no longer safeguarded from advertising anywhere you go, not even at school. Precisely because advertising is so pervasive and powerful, we need to be aware of it and analyze it. Studying the influence of media on our lives will allow you to view advertising in a new light and become aware of the immense amount of advertising that you are exposed to on a daily basis. It is important for you to be aware of the ads you come into contact with and the potential effect that they can have on you. Advertising requires a critical eye, and it is necessary for you to see commercials for what they are: highly engineered creations intended to target you to buy their product. As you begin to notice the fallacy of these ads, they start to lose their effectiveness. It is important to realize that consumerism is all about business, and producers never want you to feel fully satisfied. They relentlessly try to convince you that fashion, toys, and gadgets must be updated and upgraded. Be smarter than the ads and learn the tricks and techniques that advertisers use to convince you to buy their product and to make it sound more exciting and desirable than it really is. Realize this never-ending, unattainable pattern of more, bigger, and better, and become a critical consumer of the ads that surround you. As Julie Smith wrote in her book, Mastering the Media, while we cannot outlaw advertising and we cannot avoid it, we can outsmart it. So don't let ads control you. Be smart, be attentive, be aware.
Turn it up! Somebody save your soul, 'cause you've been sinning in the city. I know too many troubles, all these lovers got you losing control. You like a drug to me, a luxury, my sugar and gold. I want the good life every good night, you're a hot one to hold. 'Cause you don't even know I